very good answers. You're answering extremely well, articulating your point extremely well. So, you know, and I know that it's a certain stereotype of young men in these days and times. So, how do you avoid falling into that stereotype?
Man, just knowing where you come from and knowing where you want to be, you know. And when you look at social media and what guys doing on social media nowadays, you know, if you call yourself a G, you gangster, what have you, certain things you need to avoid them cameras, those videos. And you have a lot of persons out there have music videos, they have guns in the videos and all those other negative things. When you look back at it, you have persons watching that, and you making it feel comfortable for them to repeat what you got going on. And what you may have going on right then, that could be a lie, and you only doing it for the camera. You understand? So you wouldn't want to put yourself in a position of where you pump faking and you have the youngins watching you pump fake, and they living a life based off your pump faking. So all they doing is being fakers out there, and that's fugazi, you know what I mean? So I stray myself away from that, because I want positive for everyone in this world, especially for our Bahama land.
So, what do you think causes that lack of authenticity in artists, in young men in general? What do you think is the reason behind that?
Fashion, following the wrong fashion, and the wrong identity. If persons would find themselves first, then they wouldn't portray a different image. You understand? You know, you have to know how to be real with yourself before you could give back to the world. And I feel like a lot of young men losing it. And I talking about losing the strength, losing the ability to be the head of the house, losing the ability to give back and to teach knowledge. You understand? And it goes right back to me growing up over Jay-Z and Nas. You understand? Jay-Z spoke different things. Everything was street related. But when you look at a artist like Nas spit knowledge, that thing that you need to know. And I feel as if that's where a lot of persons lose themselves, because there's a lot of things that you can speak about and encourage the audience to do, instead of trying to be a gangster or a gang member. That ain't cut for everyone.
So we were talking a little bit off camera about Mr. Hicks, and you were talking about the way you like how he was honest. He's from the hood, but he is proud of what he does. R&B, you know, he clearly says he does it for the ladies. You know what I mean? And we were talking about another artist who we won't name them, but they, you know, they were all in the camera trying to act like tough guys, and you know what I mean. So, as an artist, how do you get someone to show their personality, as opposed to just putting up this facade like they me and mugging 24/7? How do you get, or how would you encourage people to display their personality, and why do you think that's important?
It's important because not all the days of your life you gonna be that G. You gonna feel like you got more power than the other man. You understand? And I feel like when persons act out like that, it's not fair to the persons who being real. You understand? Like, you ain't giving persons something to really look back, something positive for them to intake and probably share with some other audience. You know what I'm saying? And you should never be afraid to be sensitive at times. You understand? And when the artist coming from the English then, And dude was like, man, he grew up off of R&B. I was like, you know what, I can respect a dude like this, because when you living in those places, you know, things ain't easy, things hard, you live life rough, you know. And for him to say, man, he so in love with R&B and that's what he come up off, you know that dude wasn't even faking for the camera. You understand? He just want persons to know that, hey, you have to have a different side of you, man. You know what I'm saying? Not everyone cut out to be that hardcore, and not everyone hardcore. You know, sometimes you gotta be honest, man, and you want persons to get to know you from different point of views.
So, speak about the layers of yourself. Who you are, and what's the message that you try to give to the world?
Man, LUIGI V-Man, LV, aka Luigi VEYRON. Man, he's just one of those dudes, just like you, but he more into the world. You know, he more into sharing positivity with different cats and the younger ones who behind us, you know what I mean? And he's that person that want to see the next era excel and be better than what my era got going on right now. You understand? So I learned you have to not live for today, not live for tomorrow, but live for the years to come in.
Very wise. So, a point back in the past, we were talking about, you had expressed that you wanted to, like you said just now, help the next generation basically to thrive. And you were speaking about finding some young artists, getting them some studio time, basically covering them financially so that they could just develop into being an artist. So are you still planning to move forward with that venture, and tell me why that's important?
Man, I am 100% still venturing into that. Yes, I'm a helpful person. You understand? I know what I could give back to the community and give back to our fellow Bahamians and our Zoes, and I just don't want to portray the wrong image, you understand? And I know that you got persons out there who may not be in the position that I am. You know, you have to learn how to lend that hand, you know what I'm saying? So I want to put myself in that position to where I could help persons to become more articulate in their music, in their videos, because the mindset that I have is vivid, and I like things to be natural, and I like it to be 100% truthful and honest.
So, I like the way that you said that, and I'd like you to elaborate on being able to articulate yourself, because you're obviously doing that very well, and it's getting your message across. I feel like this is going to reach a multitude of persons. So I'd like you to speak on why it's important to be able to express yourself through words.
Man, that's the whole point of music. Music is a different way to express a feeling, and you expressing your feeling over a rhythm, over beats, you know, and that's another way for persons to be together. That's more like a brotherhood, you understand? And the music that I'm so interested in, I feel as if we could have more world peace than negligence and violence.
Okay, so on another note, like we spoke about off camera a few days ago, or yesterday, I was telling you that I like the way that you socially conscious. You know, you into the hip hop, you into what young people into, but at the same time, you stay in tune with what's happening every day in society, as far as politics go, as far as the direction the country's going. So, speak to me about the importance of knowing, of being aware socially aware of politics, of government, of the direction of your country? And why do you particularly stay in tune in that way?
Man, because you got to know what's going on in your country, for one, you know what I'm saying? And when you understand what's going on in your country, you'll be able to relate to a person's more, you understand? And you don't want to be in this land here and you don't know exactly what's going on, but you won't be boisterous, you understand? You have to read, you have to write, you know, and when you read the newspapers and when you watch the news, your mindset change because you attach to what's going on, and you could very well in your own story tell from your point of view or how you can prevent different things from happening, you know. And in these times it's best for you to be entwined with what's happening in our society and in our communities in order to be able to speak about how you can become that change.
Okay, so based on what you follow, the information you follow from local government, from the newspapers, from the news, what direction do you see our country going in?
Man, without peace, love, unity, the direction will be negative. And without those three key ingredients, we as a country will be lost and we won't have our own identity. And now you have us fellow Bahamians and Zoes in our own land having to work for foreigners. You know, that's something that we might not change right now, but we could make provisions for that. And I feel as if we have to stick together in order to invest more into our country.
Okay. Very true. Very true. So, what are some sectors that you feel could use this immediate investment?
Man, it starts with the young man. The young men have to learn how to get up off their butts and make things happen. You know, you have a lot of persons out there who caught up in the society of, you know, just not wanting to be somebody in life. You understand? And the friends, you're hanging out on the blocks, yeah, that's cool, but for how long you want to do that? You don't want to do that for your entire life and that's all you know. What your kids gonna look at you as. You don't want your kids to grow up following the same footsteps that you know wasn't good. You understand? So you want to just cut certain negative things away for you to gain positivity. And you have to go through that things in order for the young generation and for your family members and kids to know that there's more in life than the negative things that we see now on the social medias, because it don't make us.
True, very true. So, what are you doing to affect this change?
Man, right now, just being busy with work, and I don't want persons to be caught up in having pride. Set pride aside. Now, if I get put in a position, even if it's landscaping or climbing a pole and installing cable, you have to start somewhere. And there's a saying, the only persons that start at the top are grave diggers and well diggers. So do not be afraid to have to start from the bottom. The bottom is what makes you strong. That's your strength. That's your root. You could elevate any point in life from that point in which you are. And another saying, your current circumstances merely determine where you can be in life.
Alright, so Luigi V, appreciate you coming through.
Yeah, man, you know what it is.
I appreciate
LV, Luigi, VEYRON, man.
I appreciate the information you drop, the insight that you give in. It shows a lot of depth to your character, you know, that persons may not be able to see on the surface. So I appreciate you being open and honest in that way, and hopefully your information is able to change the life of someone. Before we sign up, you have any shout outs?
Yeah, before your shout out goes to 100 jams, I want to give all shout outs to those persons within that building. We out here. We coming. We got some music, got some videos, you know, that'll be insightful to the communities and to our youths of today for unity, you know. And just shout out to all the artists out there who grinding hard, you know, let's get it. You know what I'm saying? That we need one another in order to spread this good wildfire, this positive wildfire. You understand? And you know, shout out to the close family, the DP crew right there. You understand? And man, just all the producers. Shout out to Shadi, you know. And shout out to Nashi Dunn, that boy getting it in. That new murder tune, that's for real, bro. You understand? And I like a person like Nashi. You understand? Nashi, positive dude. You know? So let's unite.
Alright, we signing out.
VEYRON.